I feel like an idiot. I feel like a moron. I just feel like I cannot do anything right. Every decision I make is the wrong decision. And the decision to go to the rooftop of this building and fly over to this golden Buddha real quick and take a picture was a complete fail.
We're gonna get straight to it. But first, I wanted to bring you to the scene of the incident. This amazing rooftop. This is the catalyst to this entire story.
You've reached the Jesstination.
What had happened was I got up here and became enchanted with this 360 view of this city. And because I live in a place where you can't really fly that far because there's skyscrapers everywhere, I just went crazy on half a battery thinking, oh, it's not that far. I just need to get this one last shot. I'll just do that and then I'm gonna bring it right back. The Mini 3 Pro has amazing safety features, which are great for a first-time pilot like me. And one of them is it automatically knows how much battery life it needs to return to home, to return to the point in which it took off. But what I didn't realize is that someone stupid who thinks they know better can just hit cancel and I'll just bring it back. I'm not ready yet. Give me a few more minutes of filming this and then I'll bring it back. Well, I got the lesson of a lifetime. When the battery runs out,
it's done.
The screen told me, hey, the battery is too low to return home, baby. We're gonna have to land it, all right? We're gonna try to land this thing safely, but it's coming down. It's coming down over here where you are not. So I don't know what you're gonna do, but it's coming down. So in this moment, I am freaking out. So I'm surveying the scene. I see that I have about 3 minutes until it is going to force itself to land wherever it is. At that moment, I was literally flying over a river. Like, okay, first of all, get away from this river as fast as you can. So get away from the river. And then I'm just saying roofs, right? I'm seeing roofs, I'm seeing temples, I'm seeing grass, I'm seeing roads, and I'm trying to make this quick assessment. Where do I land this so that I have the possibility of getting it back? If I landed in the street, I could probably get it back, but I don't know how far this is away from me. I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to walk over there. I don't know anything. Somebody could pick it up and take it. It could get run over by a car or a bike. Who knows? Don't land it in the street. Okay, not in the street. So now I'm like, okay, which one of these roofs look like somebody could get up there and get it back? So I landed there. I can see that there's a rooftop garden on the end of one, and I tried to get it as close to that as possible. Took a deep breath. It landed on a roof. The screen on my remote blacked out. And that was it. So, went down to the condo, got on that laptop, said, how do I find my lost drone? I didn't know what the steps were. But of course, YouTube University always comes through, and I found the answer.
If you've crashed a drone, perhaps it's powered off, the battery has been ejected. It's going to store the last GPS location before the drone powered off or the battery was ejected.
So I typed that into Google Maps and it pinpointed exactly where the drone was. So I'm like, okay, great. Like, not only does Google Maps show me a picture of the street that it's on, it looks exactly the same as what I saw before the screen on my remote blacked out and I couldn't see where it was anymore. I didn't think twice. I put on my shoes and I started walking. At this point, because I was up here around the same time that I'm here now, sunset, by the time that I arrived to the neighborhood, it was getting a little dark. But I'm on this mission. Like, I have to try to get this thing back. So I thugged it out. It was definitely some one way in, one way out type of thing. And I was a little bit nervous. Thankfully, Bangkok is very international. If I was like going through some neighborhood that's like outside of the city in China, I don't know if this would have went like this. Nobody was really tripping off me. I'm walking through narrow canals. I'm not gonna say this is the hood, but this is like a place where tourists wouldn't just be casually. There's a cat that has a leash. And then right after I saw this cat, a bunch of dogs ran out. A bunch of dogs. Okay, it was only 3. It was 3 dogs. But the first dog was a big black dog. It was like, and then when I looked and saw that dog, there were 2 more dogs behind it. And you know what my silly ass did? I got scared as and I tripped. I was like, I tripped over the curb or whatever. And of course, that just made the dogs come harder. I was like, oh, this is it. I just closed my eyes and I anticipated the bite on my ankle. As I was trying to move as far away as possible, the bite didn't come, thank goodness. I softly heard a voice in the distance that was calling the dogs back. Hey. And I didn't make eye contact. I just kept on walking and took a deep breath. And I looked up and I was standing in front of the building where my drone was. What do? The first level of the building was like a convenience store. I'm like, yes, this is perfect. There's a woman inside. She's kicked back, feet up. She's watching her stories. Houses in Thailand and a lot of places in Southeast Asia, like the front part might be a business, but the rest of it is like their personal home. And, you know, they kind of mesh together. So I very kindly went over to her. Sawadika. And then I bust out my translator on my phone like, I lost something on the roof of this building. Do you know how I can go up there and get it? And she was like,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Madai. Now, I don't speak any Thai. Okay, I never lived here. I've just been here often. But Madai sounds just like midday in Chinese, which means don't have. And I'm like, how you telling me you don't have it? You don't even know. You didn't even know what's up there. You in here watching your stories. It's been about 45 minutes since it landed. And I'm like, okay, how do I explain this to her differently? And she's like, not trying to hear that. She's trying to get back to her stories. She points me across the street. Across the street is a motorcycle repair shop house. Go over to these 2 guys. And this guy's actively fixing a motorcycle. I do not want to bother him, but same thing. Sawadika, hello, hi, translator. Okay, so I explain it to him. He understands immediately. Now, he also doesn't speak English that well. The first lady didn't speak English at all. This guy, an English word or 2 is coming out, but we're mostly conversing via translation apps. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I think we can get it. Maybe we just need a ladder. Oh, you found it by the GPS? Oh, bet. Oh, okay. He tells his brother's upstairs typing away on a computer, and the brother jumps up like, oh, I think I can go get it. This man comes down the steps with a broom, y'all. A broom. Sir, I don't think this is a thing you're just going to be able to sweep off the top. At this point, it's dark. He's like, I think it's too dark. And I'm like, I mean, if you can figure out how to get up there, I got a flashlight on my phone. We could work it. We could work out the lighting situation. Like, that's not a problem. He's like, I think it's better if you probably come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow during the day, and you could probably get it then. Because right now, it's a holiday weekend. It was Labor Day weekend here. Maybe people aren't home, and it is a little bit later in the evening. It's like 8 o'clock now, 8:30. No one will be knocking on doors asking, can you go on the roof? And people are chilling, eating dinner, relaxing, watching TV. Understood. So I take a deep breath. They offer me some water, so kind. And he's like, how you gonna get back? And I'm like, oh, I'm about to call a car. I'm gonna order a Grab because what I'm not gonna do is possibly get attacked by those dogs. And it was a very long, zigzaggy, hot walk to get here. And he also was like, I don't think it's safe for you to walk. Like, it's too dark. Last thing before I go, though, he tells his sister, he says the woman in the store is his sister. And he's going to tell her what the situation is. And she says, okay, tomorrow, come back with either the police or a Thai friend. And I'm like, so that's how you going to do me, sis? That's how we going to play this game? Police, huh? You want to call 5? You want to call 12? You want to call a popo? Really? See, the problem is that in this country, in this beautiful country, you're supposed to register your drone. And of course, there's a fee associated with that. You're supposed to do it no matter what. Even if you don't fly it, you're supposed to do it. Okay, you're supposed to register with the like NTCB or whatever. And I looked into it. I was like, I should do that because I know that I definitely want to fly here. Let me go ahead and register. I'm trying to follow the law. But the thing is, I don't really have the coins to spend on extra things like that. And I thought, I'm just gonna fly it off this roof of this building that I'm staying in. It's no big deal. Like, I'm a pro at this now. I got this. So now my mission is to find a Thai friend. Find a Thai friend, because what we cannot do is call the police. We cannot get the police involved, because in my mind, what I'm thinking is, if the police get involved, the first thing they're going to say is, what's the registration number? Let me see your passport. Where are you staying? They're going to ask all the questions. They need to know everything about me in order for them to go on this roof and get this drone back. With no registration, the fine is 100,000 baht, which is like over 3,000 US dollars, which is more than I have in my bank account right now. It's cheaper just to get a brand new drone. Oh, the other penalty that they could impose is jail time. Huh? They can impose actual jail time. Imagine me stuck in a Thai prison because she decided to lose a drone in Bangkok. The horror, the shame of it all. I get in the car, I get back to the apartment, and I message the Airbnb host. She's been very friendly, more than just a typical host, above and beyond of helping me with things and telling me things, and she can be my Thai friend. So I felt no type of way about letting her know what was up. And you know what she said? Why don't you call the police? Well, this one is easy because you see, you're not supposed to be renting me this condo unit, right? This is like an illegal Airbnb situation. And they're going to ask where I'm staying. So we don't want to do that. She was like, you're right. Let's not do that. So I'm like, can you come to this place tomorrow with me? And she's like, oh, I'll just talk to them over the phone. And I'm like, you don't understand. That's not going to work. Like, a phone conversation isn't going to do it. This is a very like hands-on thing where like there's a lot of pointing and gesturing and stuff going on. I need someone present. She was like adamant that she could do it over the phone. And I'm like, okay, let me try something else. I do have an actual friend here. She's also American, but she lives here. So she probably has some Thai friends. So I let her know what happened. She came through with a friend.
I've started to feel positivity in my bones.
Contact the friend, and he's like, where are you? Where's the drone? What area are you in? Blah, blah, blah. Asking very important questions. Sent him my location, and he was like, oh, you're close. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. It's part 2 of I lost my drone in Bangkok, and I'm on a mission to get it back. I'm walking to the MRT station in the neighborhood of where I lost the drone to meet a friend of a friend that can hopefully talk to this woman, make her understand we don't need to get no popo involved. We just need to get the drone back and be on our way. He's Thai. I haven't met him before, so we're meeting at the station. And I guess, getting to know each other, coming up with a plan. And hopefully this works. I'm so nervous. This is not like the main city of Bangkok. We're kind of out in the sticks a little bit. I would never want to ask someone to come all the way out here to help me with this situation. I have arrived at the MRT station, sweaty as usual. At least it's not super sunny. And I'm so grateful that this guy lives in this neighborhood. It would be crazy to ask somebody to come all the way out here just to help me with something so first worldish, so idiotic, so stupid, but also very important. Just as a side note, yes, I'm back in this mask life here, which is super weird because in China, when I left, everybody was finally done with masks. So it feels weird to be in a society again where like everybody is masked up. Me and Art, Art and I, we get to the ladies' store. She's totally comfortable now because there is a person who can speak Thai, who is a local, and she's totally cool now with helping me. And she re-explains what she was saying before, don't have, may die. She did not have a way to get on the roof in her house, in her unit. There was no way to get up there. The only way to get up there was from the people next door, and they are not home because it's a holiday. Just as she finished her sentence, guess who came around the corner? Guess who came around the corner about 8 deep on 3 motorcycles? The people who live next door. Yes, you guessed it. So Art kindly asked the gentleman if we could take a look at his roof. And he said, sure, come on in.
ฮัลโหลเข้ามาหาพี่วันอังคารได้ไหม
ก็เริ่มมาร่วงใช่ไหมครับครับตั้งแต่ร่วงตรงนี้แล้วคิดว่าครับแถวของตึกแถวฝั่งนี้หมดเลยครับผมยังไม่รู้ว่า
We get up there, and much to my dismay, from looking down above from the drone, it all looked flat. It all looked like just one flat roof. But it wasn't flat. It wasn't flat at all. You see, each unit had a partition. It was a partition over each of the 4 houses, which meant that Art had to jump over the walls to try to see if it was inside of one of the partitions. Art is an angel. I don't know too many people who would meet a stranger and then proceed to go on a wild goose chase. Would you do it? Let me know in the comments. If you would be so kind to help a foreigner who's visiting your beautiful city find their goose. So Art looks and he's like, I don't think it's here. Show me the point on the GPS. Now remember, I have the exact GPS coordinates, precise GPS coordinates. And we were not on top of that coordinate. We were just a little bit further away. So we look over and we're like, oh, there's another house. This house is not connected to these 4 row units. This is a separate house, but this house has a garden rooftop. Remember I said I saw a garden rooftop and I thought that would be a good place to land because if they have a garden up there, they can go up there. We go downstairs, thank these kind people for interrupting their holiday time, and we go to the house next door. The door is open. Somebody's home. Yes. We didn't have to knock. The man was just right there, like, what's good? What's going on? Art tells him the situation, and he says, oh, my son told me something about seeing a drone last night. Hold on, let me go ask my son. Please, 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 please.
จ่าก็มีถุงให้อยู่อ๋อเจอเหรอครับตกอยู่บนดาดฟ้าเจอจริงด้วยขอบคุณนะคะบนหลังคาบอกเขาบอก It's on the rooftop. Yeah.
It really is?
Yeah, his son started.
Oh my god.
But just wait a moment.
เล่นโดรนด้วย
ไม่รู้ก็ให้รอแป๊บพอดีเขาอาบน้ำอยู่ไงอ๋อไม่ผมเห็นตอนเช้าผมเห็นแล้วอ๋อแต่ผมปีนไม่ไหวมันสูงเพราะว่าอย่างใครอ๋อขึ้นตอนเช้าดูเห็นนี้เหรอขึ้นไปแล้วเห็นใช่คือมันอยู่ข้างบ้านแต่มันอยู่บนหลังคาเขาไงหลังคาแล้วก็ปีนไปบ้านอีกบ้านนึงเนี่ยปีนไปปีนแล้วไปเอาเราไม่ได้อยู่หลังคาบ้านเราอยู่บ้านเรามองไม่เห็นหรอกอยู่บนหลังคาแต่มันอยู่หลังคาบ้านเขาอ๋อเหรอครับพออยู่บนดาดฟ้าผมก็เลยเห็นอ๋อพอดีผมขอบ้านนี้ดูแต่ว่ายังไม่ได้ดูถึงสุดถึงหลังนี้อ๋อขอบคุณนะครับเดี๋ยวเราแป๊บนึงจะเอาลงมาให้สีเทาๆนะใช่ไหมใช่ครับ
What did he say?
ผมล่ะครับบ้านชื่ออยู่นนทบุรีครับต้องไปเลือกแถวบ้านเลยต้องเลือกพักไหนน่าจะกลับไปครับผม
เดี๋ยวของพี่มีพักตึงเผื่อน้องจะสนใจเอาไปพิจารณาไม่ยอมอยู่ต่างจังหวัด
ตกใจแล้วตกใจมากก็อยู่ข้างห้างแล้วเขาเล่นที่เขาปล่อยลงที่ไหนอ่ะ
จากคอนโดเขาแถวท่าพระนี่แหละแต่ว่าบินไปไกลอยู่ครับจะไปถ่ายวัดองค์ใหญ่ๆอะครับผม
โอ้ไกลมากเลยเนี่ยแล้วตอนบินไม่ได้เช็คแบตหรอ
ไม่ทันครับผมเอากลับมาไม่ทันแบตมันจะหมดแล้วก็มาน่าจะกำลังกลับแล้วมันมาตกตรงนี้ก่อนHe said that in the morning he found it in maybe this building and then he can't come to pick it up but he saw it but he don't know who
Where it came from, right?
Yeah. And
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ของเขาครับพี่เซน
ขอบคุณค่ะ
เจอตรงไหนแล้วครับพี่
เขาอยู่เมกานี่ก็ขายของเล่นอยู่
Oh my
เนี่ยพวกนี้เขาก็
You fly from where?
From do you know where there's a bridge near Motif Condo?
Motif Condo?
Yeah, near there.
About 3 kilos.
Yeah, and I
Something
walked.
like that,
Yeah.
เขาเป็นคนเล่นอะไร
อเมริกา
อ๋ออยู่อเมริกา
Thank
So you can
so
track here from the
much.
GPS, right?
Yeah, the GPS told me it was here.
When we GPS you.
GPS ครับ
Yeah, I came here last night, but
last night.
Yeah,
So
I
they
came.
lost it.
I came as soon as I lost it, but by the time I got here and found people, it was too dark. The man at the motorcycle shop, he helped me to talk to the store.
Around that?
Yeah, the store here.
But actually,
it was
it
here.
landed here.
Oh my gosh. ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
อยู่หลัง
Oh my god.
เจอแล้วครับขอบคุณนะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ 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 Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is Art, everyone. He has saved the day. Look, oh my god. We got it back thanks to Art and these kind people who live over here and went to their roof and found it. Oh my gosh, thank you, Art. Is this the craziest thing that you've done with a foreigner here?
Yeah I never go to another house before
This is crazy to go to someone's house and say, I'm so sorry, but my stupid friend lost her drone on your roof. Can we go look for it, please? That's what he did, and we got it.
Yeah we found it it's okay
Thank you, Art. I'm shook. Finally, I needed a win. I did something dumb, but I didn't deserve that L, and I'm so glad that I didn't have to take it. I can't believe I got it back. Ah! She was missing for 19 hours. Oh, we got her back. Whew. Words can't explain how grateful I am for Nicole, for Art, for all of the people involved in this entire rescue mission. And honestly, I'm grateful that it landed on the house of someone who has a Mercedes-Benz. They were just happy to help and definitely did not need the little bit of money I had to offer. I tried to pay Art for his time and efforts as well, but he refused. I already loved this city, but now I have an entirely new respect and admiration for it. And we have learned our lesson about flying with a low battery. We're never doing that again. We're never, ever doing that again. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? It sucks feeling like you can't trust yourself. I took a day off from flying to regroup and get myself together. I decided to change all the propellers on my drone so we could get a fresh new start in the next country we're headed to. There's always one screw that I just can't seem to get out. So I stopped by the DJI store for assistance. And then we got right back to it. To rebuild the trust within myself, I decided to do something I've been scared to try. Flying at night. Only on a full battery, of course. Lesson learned. Auto return home as soon as it told me to. We are not playing these games anymore. If you're a new pilot or you're considering getting a DJI drone, let me know in the comments. I can give you all kind of tips now. Maybe I should turn this channel into I'm just kidding. This is not a tech channel. I'm not techie at all. This is a place of travel and expat life, joy, and gratitude. And I'm grateful for you for watching this video. Kapung ka. Now, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my evening here on the rooftop. See you at the next Jesstination.